A man sentenced to die for a brutal murder in Ocoee could be one of the first to test Florida's death penalty law.
The U.S. Supreme Court ruled this week that the procedures used in one case were unconstitutional. And now attorneys for Bessman Okafor say they are going to argue his case falls into the same category and his life should be spared. He had a hearing in court on that today. News 6 reporter Eric Sandoval was there. And Eric, it sounds like this ruling could affect a lot of cases.
Well, you know, I talked with State Attorney Jeff Ashton today, Lisa. He told me that none of the cases that were handed down here at the Orange County Courthouse are going to be affected by the Supreme Court's ruling, not even Bessman Okafor's. But there is that slight chance that that could happen. Now, listen to what the victim's family in the Okafor case told me today when I asked them, what if Okafor's case changed to a life sentence?
Then you just leave him in that cell until he rots, until his skin peels off. Because that's what I want for Bessman Okafor.
For Rafael Zaldivar, the possibility that Bessman Okafor's sentence might be changed is hard to swallow. But tonight, Okafor's attorney tells us he is appealing his death sentence, partially based on this week's Supreme Court ruling. As he does that, lawmakers in the State House and State Senate are trying to change the death penalty law to make it more in line with federal guidelines. One proposal would require a unanimous death sentence vote by the jury. It would also require a unanimous vote on aggravating factors in the case, such as the suspect's lack of remorse, how violent the crime was, or if it was committed in front of a child.
I think that should have been the case anyway. You know, if that was the case, my client wouldn't be facing death.
Okafor's attorney, Dean Mosley, applauds the plan.
That particular bill, I think, honestly, is a death penalty killer bill.
State Attorney Jeff Ashton, on the other hand, says the bill would make it impossible to get a death sentence.
The bill that is presently filed that I have read goes miles and miles beyond what the United States Supreme Court has said is required.
Now, Okafor's attorney tells me it is going to be a while until he even argues this case in court. In the meantime, we are working right now to find out if the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling is retroactive, if it applies only to cases that have already been ruled, or if it's for all the future cases. Stand by as we find out more. We're live at the Orange County Courthouse tonight. Eric Sandoval, News 6.